Do you take off your makeup before you go to bed? Well, I'm going to share with you how I take off mine right after this. One of the things I love to use, Pond's. I know, it's something that maybe our mothers or grandmothers use, but I love this stuff. I've used it for years. I love to take off my makeup with this. I've tried so many different kinds of creams and things to take off your makeup, and this leaves my skin so soft. And that's the main reason why I keep using it, because when my makeup's off my face, my skin is so soft, and it does a really good job melting makeup off your face, and I'm going to show you right now. So I'm just going to put my hand in there. And it smells good. I like the scent very much. I think it's kind of relaxing for when, you just get home. Like tonight, I just went out to dinner with my husband, and we just walked through the door, and I'm like, I'm going to shoot a video real fast because this was a requested video. I mentioned in one of my videos that I took my makeup off with Pond's, and someone goes, oh, I'd love to see that. So here it is. So I'm just working in the Pond's, and it's super creamy and super just silky, very, very silky. It feels amazing, really, really amazing. And again, the scent, it smells really good. And I'm not pressing very hard. I mean, it's just going to melt right off. So that's it. Then I'm going to get Kleenex. So take a Kleenex, and I'll get close so you can see this. It literally melts the makeup off of your face. It's amazing. I mean, that's it. You just wipe it off. So I usually go through maybe 3 Kleenexes to just wipe it all off. But it's really fast. I mean, how fast was that to remove makeup off your face? And it smells nice, and it feels nice. And it works good, and it's kind of a nice thing to do before bed, So what I normally do, so I use the Pond's to take off the makeup off my face, and then this is what I'll share with you what I use to take off my eye makeup, which is the Neutrogena oil-free. I've used this for years too. I always feel like I'm running out of this for some reason, and every time I'm at Target and I pass the aisle where this is at, I'm like, I think I need another bottle of that. Yeah, I have like 4 bottles of this in my vanity. I never run out of it. I guess I'm scared of running out of it. I don't know if I always feel like I need to get one. But just a cotton ball, going over the eye makeup, mascara. It's pretty easy. And I've used a lot of different eye makeup removers too. I've tried a lot out over the years. And this one I just like the most. Just cotton ball. So just got to shake it first because it's like oil and water. It doesn't mix. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing like taking off your makeup at the end of the day. Am I right, ladies? It feels so nice. So nice. So I like to go over it a few times just to make sure everything's off. And that's it. Okay, so Pond's eye makeup remover. My next step is actually, and my skin is so silky smooth. It's so soft. Oh, it feels so nice. So soft. So my next step is I'm actually going to go into the bathroom and wash my face. Now you might go, well, why don't you just wash your face to begin with? Because this feels so amazing and it works really good at removing makeup. And it leaves my skin soft. And remember, that is what I want. Before I go to bed, I want to have soft skin. And just using a cleanser on my face, then I'm going to, it doesn't do it for me. So this is just what I like to do before I go to bed, to take off makeup at nighttime. This is what I do. So I'm going to go wash my face and I'll be right back. So I'm back with a nice, freshly washed face. Just so you know, I did use the MyChelle to wash my face. This is normally what I use at nighttime to wash my face, and I really like it. Now, my next step that I do is I'm going to take my Clinique Clarifying Lotion and a cotton ball. I'm just going to go over the skin. While I was washing my face, I was thinking, what is the real reason why I like to use the Pond's cold cream? And I think one of the main reasons is it's kind of like, it's a nice way to unwind and to have me time at the end of the night, It's something I do alone in my bedroom, sitting at my vanity. I take off my makeup. It's a quiet time. It's me time. And it's something special that I just do for me. So even after washing my face, can you see? So it's still a little dirty after all that. So that's why I like to use the clarifying lotion. And again, I've tried a lot of clarifying lotions and, Clean and Clear and all sorts of different ones. And I always go back to Clinique. I love it. Actually, I started using the one that has no alcohol in it. So alcohol dries out your skin and gives you premature wrinkles and makes you look older before your time. So, yeah, let's try not to use that if we don't have to. So now I'm going to use, can you read that? It is also by MyChelle. It's an apple brightening serum. Now, when I first started trying this, I wasn't too sure about it. Is that going to focus? I was like, I don't know. Because it comes out this color. And I was like, ugh, right? But it has a neat scent. It's kind of an earthy scent. Earthy / medicated / wholesome scent. Does that make sense? It's kind of a mix of all of it. It doesn't smell great, but it doesn't not smell good. So I just love this stuff so much. It just feels really good on the skin. So, and then my next step is my Annemarie Borlind night cream. Can we see that okay? This stuff, it's really amazing. I love this stuff. Okay, so it's so creamy and yummy. It is so amazing. And this is like a lot. You don't even need this much. But, oh my gosh. This is like my treat at the end of the night. Ladies, this feels amazing. This is my hands down best night cream I've ever used ever. And I first tried this night cream probably 15 years ago and I kind of forgot about it. You run out of something and then you just need another night cream and you just pick up whatever you see at the drugstore or at Target or wherever you're at. And you kind of forget about things. And I was at a health food store and I saw this and I was like, oh, I used to use that. Oh, I'll pick some up. Totally forgot about how amazing it is. Oh, so soft, so supple. If you could feel how soft my skin is, it feels amazing. It is a little pricey. I think it's around $40 plus, 40, between $35 and $45, I would say. Yeah, so worth it. And it goes a long way. This jar, which is made of glass, it's really heavy, and it has, how many ounces in it? It says 1.69 fluid ounces, but this has already lasted me like 3-4 months, and I feel like I barely made a dent in it, and I use it nightly. I love it. So the last thing I do before I go to bed is I use this. Has anyone ever heard of this stuff? At the health food store, this gentleman was showing me like all their stuff, and he said this John Masters Organics is like a really good brand and people love it, and so they have this, it's called a lavender, because lavender is very soothing and calming and helps you sleep. So lavender hydrating mist for skin and hair. So my last step is I take this little guy and spray my face, my hair, whatever. And it's lavender. It's a very light scent lavender. It's not really heavy. It doesn't have a strong scent at all, but it just feels really nice. It's like a nice way to just round up your nightly routine. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you enjoy that. I am red, just for people that don't know. I have rosacea, so my face is always red. Plus I'm been red-faced my whole life. So I decided to do something kind of fun at the end of my videos for you guys, and for myself. I thought, I'm going to start adding in some personal things at the end of my videos. Not necessarily my client videos that I do, like my bridal clients and stuff like that, but I thought of just the ones like this video that I do for you guys. I'm going to try to add, if I remember, little personal things at the end of each video. So on the end of this one, I just thought this was a really cute coincidence. I heard about this book, and it's called Girl Wash Your Face. Isn't that convenient? I randomly came across this book on Amazon, like total random, looked up some book. I don't even remember what I was looking up, and saw this and was going to order it and then decided not to. It had a ton of 5-star reviews, but for some reason I didn't order it, and I don't even remember why. And then I saw it again tonight. I was at Target after dinner with my husband. We went to Target, and I saw it again, and I thought, that's it. I'm getting this book. It's crossed my path in life a couple of times now. I'm gonna get it. So I kind of flipped through it in the aisle, and to be honest, I liked everything that I read really quickly right there in the aisle. One of the things, I don't know if I can find it, but one of the things that caught my eye was when I flipped through and saw this. I mean, as women, don't we all feel that way? Don't we all kind of feel defined by our weight? Not just personally, but by friends and family members, and, it just had so many cute little, it just seemed right up my alley, I don't know. So we'll see. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to check it out. Yeah, it just seems like it's an uplifting book. The reviews on Amazon were crazy good. Like, I want to say thousands of 5-star reviews, like thousands. It looks like a very easy read. And I believe the woman, Rachel, who wrote the book, I believe she's a Christian lady, which kind of, that always piques my interest a little, I'm like, oh, well, that's, she'll have positive things to say. I won't be reading a lot of cursing or cussing, which I don't want to read. I don't want to have that trash in my life, you know? So, yeah, so I picked this up. So I'll let you know what I think about it. But, you know, it's funny because, you know, back when the 50 Shades of Grey book came out and everyone was reading this book, and then the movie came out and everyone's out watching the movie. You know, I'm proud to say I've never even been interested in picking up that book or reading it, and I've never seen any of the movies either, and I don't plan to. You know how I say beauty in, beauty out? Like, I know, like at the end of my video, I think it says beauty in and beauty out. It's kind of my motto for my business. And what that means to me is the beautiful things in the world, if you let them in with your eyes, they go into your brain, and then they'll come out of your pores. The beautifulness, you can't help but project beauty when you're letting beauty in. Does that make sense? And then it goes the other way. So if you let bad things in, or evil things in, or just things you know you shouldn't be watching, maybe, or listening to, or, you know, something like that. Like the other night, just quick story, my husband and I were thinking about watching a movie. He wanted to get a movie from the Red Box, and he's like, oh, how about this horror flick, you know? And I was like, you know what? I really don't want that in my brain. You know, I don't want, that garbage in my head. Like, why? You know, I'd rather watch something else. Yeah. So anyways, you know what I mean? I like to think of things like that. I don't like it when you watch something, and I'm talking about me, you know, you watch something maybe you shouldn't have watched. I'm trying to think of an example. The only thing that's coming to my head is like if you're watching someone get shot in a video online, on YouTube, on wherever, on the news, you know, wherever, you know, you let that in your head. You think, oh, I'm just watching it. It's not a big deal. I'm just seeing it. But it is, you know, it's a bigger deal than I think we think about, you know, because we're letting it into our brains and it's living there. Now that's in our brains. It's kind of like learning to read when you're a kid, you know, you learn to read and then it's in there. You remember how you learned to read and now you know how to read. You know, it's like, you know, you don't have to think about it. It's just there. And I think that kind of stuff lives in your head. So anyways, what I was getting at was I just try to make conscious decisions to let beautiful things in, to let good things in. And that goes with everything. That goes with my friends. That goes with my family. That goes with everything. You know, life is too short, you guys. It really is. Even if we live to be 100 years old, that's nothing. It's so little. It's so a small amount of time here on this earth. And what footprint are you going to leave? You know, are you going to be remembered as a loving person, a good person, a kind person? You can. It's easier than you think. You know, I tell my husband, and I've told myself this since I was a teenager in high school. Whenever I would see, like in my case, I saw a woman once who presented herself to me in such a proper and kind and wonderful way. And it was just an introduction, like, oh, hi, da-da-da, blah, 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 and a handshake. And thank you so much for, you know, showing me where I need to go. And she was off on her way. And I remember watching her walk away and thinking, that's the kind of woman I want to be. I want to be like her, you know. She walked in the room and just had a presence and was so sweet and so kind. And just, she presented herself in this really professional and very ladylike manner that I was very drawn to. And I thought, you know what? And I grew up, you know, my teenage years without a mom. So I didn't have anyone really to look up to, a woman figure. So I had to look at strangers and take little pieces, like pieces of a puzzle, right? And I'm like, ooh, I liked that part of what she did, so I'm going to keep that in my head and scoot that into to make the picture. And then I saw another, you know, if I saw another person, I'd go, ooh, I like what she did. I like that she did that she was kind to that person or something like that. I'm going to remember that. And I scoot that. So you take all these little pieces of what you see that you love, and you scoot them in like puzzle pieces until you make a picture. And that picture is your life. And you can become that. I hope that makes sense. But you can become that, you know. You can become anything you want. It's just a life. It's precious, but it's fleeting at the same time. So take advantage and become the lady that you want. And if something like this is helpful, which I hope it will be, I think it will be. I felt good, and I also feel like it's crossed my path a few times, so it may mean something to me. So, you know, books like this, hanging out with good people, choosing the good people in your life, and knowing when to cut the undesirable ones out. It's not a bad thing. It's a life choice, you know, and I hope whoever's watching makes really beautiful choices in your life. I wish that for you with my heart. I really do. I want you to have a beautiful life, and I want you to feel beautiful, and I want you to project beauty and be beautiful, not just outwardly, but inwardly. Because whatever's inside here in that heart of yours, people are going to see. They can see it on you. I wish you a great evening. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video.